So let's start with React Universe briefing. I'm gonna switch my slide here. So this is a meetup. Things might go wrong, so be patient with us. Yeah, React Universe briefing. Let me find my cursor. I'm Łukasz. I work at Callstack for 3 years now. I'm a software developer here, but I also host a podcast called the React Native Show. So this gives me a big opportunity to browse through latest React and React Native news and to talk about them on the podcast and on conferences like this one or meetups. So recently, we were organizing Callstack React Conf in Henderson, Nevada, like 3 weeks ago. I was there, Oskar was there. We'll be happy to chat with you about it. And on that conference, there were like few different announcements from few different areas. React 19 was probably not announced because React 19 was announced few months before that, maybe in February, I think. But it was upgraded to RC version on that conference. They released publicly React compiler, and also there were some React Native updates. So let's start with the biggest one, I think, from React compiler. This was in the works for quite some time now. The first we've heard about it was like 3 years ago, and it was called React Forget back then. Right now, this is used in production in Meta products like Instagram Web or Oculus Store. And even on Meta's optimized code base, they were able to squeeze in another 20% on performance improvements. So this is huge. Like React compiler is real huge news in React, and it is a base for future improvements as well. This gives us an opportunity to have our code checked and optimized, not only for performance, but maybe for something else in the future by automated system. So right now you can play around with it. It is compatible with React 19. There are ways to make it work with React 18 as well, but they say that it's best to just use it with latest version of React, which is 19. How does it work? This will automatically strip your code from your own performance optimization, from use callback hooks, from use memo hooks, from memoization of components, and it will apply its own optimization algorithm. It will apply its own memoization to that. And it will give you much better results. And also, like, I think this is huge, so make sure that you check that out. The next new thing from that conference is React 19. And React 19 is, in my opinion, not new. Everything aside from React compiler was already known, and everything was already like tried in like Next.js. Server components, actions, use function, we all knew about it, but it was such an amazing experience to see all of those things that used to be in the Canary channel, in beta channels in React repository, now being promoted to RC, and now being stable enough for everyone to use. Actually, Next.js also released RC version, Next.js 15, which is using React 19 RC under the hood so that you can check all of that yourself. So that's React 19. Not much news there. For React Native updates, we have new architecture now being officially in beta. So that's big. We've been hearing about new architecture for years now. And there is a confirmation that it is in beta now. And from the next React version, React Native release, from 0.75, new architecture will be enabled by default. So that commit, changing the flags from false to true, is already merged in the main React Native repository. It's already used in like Meta internal products. And when 0.75 is cut from that main branch, we will all start new projects with that flags turned on, with new architecture turned on. And also a big splash is that React Native core team now recommends that we use framework with React Native, that we don't use create React Native app anymore, that we use a framework. Right now, there is only one framework, and this is Expo. So that's what they recommend. That was 2 talks from Nicola Corti, one on that React Conf and one 2 weeks ago at Up.js, saying that we do recommend using React Native with framework, and right now framework is Expo. So that's from React Universe news. I have one more thing that I want to talk about from like broader universe for NPM alternatives. So NPM has been around for around 14 years now, and it is a backbone of open source. There's a bunch of like, I don't know, like millions of packages probably on NPM. But for the reason that it's been around for 14 years, it starts to show its age. So lately, I was pretty surprised to see 2 different projects, JSR and Vault, and both of those projects are created by people closely related to Node and closely related to NPM. So JSR, JavaScript repository, is created by Ryan Dahl, who is a creator of Node and who is a creator of Deno also. And this is under a Deno organization or something like that. And we have few details about JSR. You can go to the webpage and read how this is different from NPM. Mostly this provides native TypeScript support. It provides ECMAScript modules. It works with different runtimes, not only Node. And it's a superset of NPM. It works with NPM as well. So this is from Ryan Dahl, who is a creator of Node and Deno. The second one, the weird logo one, is Vault, spelled VLT. And this is from Isaac Schlueter. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but that guy is actually a creator of NPM. So we have 2 big projects in that NPM alternative space, and we will see what comes from that. But I think this is really exciting. Okay. Last briefing from me is that Callstack is organizing not only this wonderful meetup, but also React Universe Conf 2024. This is a successor of React Native EU that we all know. And it will be mix of React Native and React. Maybe 70% of the conference will still be React Native, and 30% will be mixing some other React topics. So for example, we have Kent C. Dodds, who is a superstar in React world, and we have Evan Bacon, who is a superstar in React Native world. So we will have wonderful speakers for you. I think that's all from me. Thank you for sticking with me for so long. I'm Łukasz. You can find me here on those links.